Today, I'm going to talk about how to build your personal photography brand in 2025. Super excited about this. I've been focusing a lot on my personal photography brand, making a creative business. So super excited to talk about what I've learned, and let's get right into it. Have a few main points here. The first one is find your niche and specialty and really stick to that, because at first I was shooting sports photography, surf photography, landscapes like triathlons, golf events, literally anything that people would ask me to do or that I thought was interesting. This was honestly amazing, built a nice portfolio off this, but at the same time, then people would try to hire me, a client would hire me. Hey, do you have any work with these products? Oh, I'll only have work in like golf and not, maybe surf products. Oh, have you done portraits like this before for my client? Oh, I haven't, but I've done like a triathlon. So it's super important to align your portfolio with the work you're trying to get. So what I actually did was I looked at companies that I was trying to get hired for. So let's say golf companies. I was like, hey, let me look at what the top golf companies are doing. So TaylorMade, Callaway, Cobra, Nike, Adidas, all this stuff. Looked at their actual websites, looked on their golf social media, so Instagram, stuff like that, seeing what they were posting and trying to replicate that and build those out in my portfolio. So if they're using those photos, say, hey, it's obviously good enough for Nike to use it, I should have that in my portfolio. So I was doing mock shoots based off those photos that I saw. Obviously, they weren't the same photos. I wasn't trying to have them be the same exact photos, but they were pretty similar because I wanted that same style that they were using. Obviously, they were hiring for that style. So making sure that your portfolio matches where you want to go. So if you want to work for some brands, make sure you say, hey, I'm going to make maybe I'll do free work for a brand that's like that company so that I can build a portfolio off that, maybe make some social media posts, add those in there and stuff like that. Because I see a lot of people starting almost too wide and staying wide. I think at first it's good to start wide, see what you like to shoot, and then after kind of narrow it down, find your style and really stick to it. I think that is so important and would have really helped me out if I did that sooner, but really happy I started doing that, and it's definitely helped me get more clients now. Second thing is creating a strong visual identity with your photography. So this goes with building that portfolio, having your own website. Make sure you have a style that's consistent throughout your website, portfolio, social media accounts. I think that's so important because I've seen some people where you go on their Instagram and it's super nice professional layout. Their website looks pretty different, and then you go on, Facebook or TikTok or YouTube, and it looks like super low quality stuff, and it really brings the whole brand from up here to down here, because you're like, okay, well, they're also making this content, but it's not really good, so why would I hire them to do this content? So make sure that if you have that visual identity throughout your website and social medias, that you're staying consistent in that high quality to make sure that elevates your whole brand. I think that's super important as well, and definitely what people are looking at now before they hire you. Third thing is building that authentic portfolio. Prioritize depth, storytelling, and diversity in your work. So prioritizing different photos in your work is so important, because what I used to do is I would center every photo like I am right now, fully centered. I was like, okay, this is perfect. Like all these photos are so centered. They're so sharp. This looks so good. Like, how are they not going to like it? And then I send these to people and they're like, all your photos look this exact same. Like they're all centered the same. They're all cropped the same. The lighting's all the same. And they're like, do you have any other photos to show for us? And I'm like, no, like this is my portfolio. So make sure, have photos maybe from the other sides, from weird angles, test new stuff. I think that's so important too, that a lot of photographers and people don't talk about, is that test new shots, because even if people are hiring you, they might not use those shots, but it shows, hey, this person's doing things different. This person has an awesome, unique style. They're always trying to push the boundaries of their work. That is so important as well for getting hired. So definitely test it out and throw those in your portfolio. Make sure that every photo does not look the same, or people will call you out. Trust me on that one. Fourth thing is show, don't just tell, and really leverage that video. So nowadays, as everyone knows from photographers, you're not going to grow unless you're doing videos of some sort, short form like TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Reels, or stuff like this, long form video, YouTube. It's so important to learn how to do video nowadays as well. You can even throw this into your bundles as you do videos now, as long as you have a portfolio. And that portfolio can even be YouTube videos like this, TikToks, Reels, you can use those for your portfolio as well. That's so important nowadays. And make sure that you're creating high quality content in that and you're just doing it consistently. That's one of my goals this year, posting almost every day in that short form content. Long form content takes a while to do. Honestly, not super easy. So if you have a camera and stuff, definitely try that long form content. But short form content, usually film it all on my phone, honestly, or then I'll edit it from photos that I've taken recently, stuff like that. Try to do it every day. That's my goal. Posting at least once every day. I've been doing like 2 to 3 posts a day, which has been super good. And I've seen my views skyrocket actually in this past week or two. So make sure stay consistent with short form content because you will not grow just by posting photos. Very important in 2025. Fifth thing is social media strategy and consistency. So use social media strategically. Don't just be posting all your photos like, oh, this one's a cool photo, I'll post it. Oh, like someone said they like this photo, so I'll just like post this one, but like the crop's kind of weird, but I'm not gonna edit it or whatever like that. Make sure your style is the same, first off, as everything else that you have. Super important, have a consistent style, consistent base in your stuff. And also, make sure you know what you're doing with social media. Watch videos like this, watch videos that go super in depth into social media. When is the best time to post? When are your friends posting? YouTube, Instagram, all these platforms now show you when your people are on, when they're liking content, when they're engaging. Use that to say, okay, I'm gonna post at 3 p.m. People are the most consistently commenting at 4 p.m. Then it'll reach them then. That is so important. Don't just be posting whatever, whenever on social media. Post consistently, break those posts out, and make sure you know what you're doing so you're not wasting your time and actually making your work look less than it actually is. And the sixth thing is make sure that everything that you do is optimized from SEO to even just local visibility where people are seeing you, and optimize your Google business profile and your photography value in what you do. So make sure that people aren't looking you up on Google and it's like, oh, why does this random post from Facebook 5 years ago come out? Do not have that. Because when people nowadays, these social media accounts are going as a search engine into Google now. So whenever you post something, like I'm posting this video, if you look up Evan Ulbricht, it'll come up when you look up Evan Ulbricht, which is great to see if you're making high quality videos, but make sure that all of this stuff is optimized. Your Google business, everything like that, make sure it shows up how you want it to be when people look you up. So it's not just some random Facebook post from 10 years ago. I've literally seen that before. It is crazy. Or I've even seen TikTok posts that are not good videos that someone's tagged in and it shows you on there on Google. So make sure that all this stuff is optimized because especially search engine results are super important nowadays, especially as we get further into AI. Make sure it knows what it's looking for when people look you up so that they're actually directed to your website, into your prints, and will actually engage with you. All right, and for the seventh thing is client experiences and reviews. So this is super important because you obviously want to make sure that everything that you do for the client is awesome so that they're actually the ones marketing you for you. And they're saying, hey, telling their friends, I just use this photographer. He's amazing. Go check him out. This is the most important thing for photographers to get consistent sales with your photography. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna have to be marketing and spend so much money to get more clients, spend so much time to get clients making videos, social media stuff, where word of mouth is free and super easy to do. And you're actually gonna get way more money because you're not gonna have to pay for advertising and you can charge more if people love your services. So that is so important. Offer branded client galleries with testimonials, easy delivery, and different AI features. So I actually use PickTime for delivery. Makes it so easy. Clients can buy prints from there and you actually get commission from that, which is insane because it does it all for you. So it makes it so easy. So make sure everything that you do is for the client. So big to actually building your own personal brand. And the last thing is experiment, learn, and iterate on all of this. This is so important as a photographer, creative business. Everything that you do is really just experimenting to see what works and then learn from that. I think one thing that a lot of photographers don't do enough is take some time to look back at what they've done and see what works. So I think that's one thing that every photographer, creative business should do at the start of every month, end of every month, say, hey, what did I do the best this month? What worked? What made me the most money? What sales pitches work? Stuff like that. Learn from that. What social media posts work the best? This is how you do and be successful, is by doing this and just learning as much as possible, which is what you have to do to be a creative in a business. track it as much as possible as well. Track your numbers, track the data, see what's working, see what's not. Yeah, just learn. That's what I've learned from this whole thing, is just learn as much as you can, and also ask other people for that help and say, hey, what am I doing right? What did you like? You can even ask those clients, hey, what did you like from that shoot? How are those photos? Give me your feedback. That is so important as well. So that's all I have for the video. Make sure to subscribe down below. I know a lot of you guys aren't subscribed, so really helps me out. Also, share this video with your friends. Comment down below what you thought and like the video. Thanks for watching. See you next video.